This segment is brought to you by the Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers.
Welcome back to Farm Factor and the Kansas Soybean Update.
This is the Kansas Soybean Update. It's brought to you by the Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers. Teresa Brandenburg is joining us. She is from Osborne, serves as second vice president of the Kansas Soybean Association, and also serves as the chair of the Kansas Soybean Expo Committee. And Teresa, you finally get to breathe. The 2018 Kansas Soybean Expos in the books.
In the books, and now we can start planning for next year.
But a great expo nonetheless.
Yeah, we had a great crowd today. We always appreciate the producers that take time away from their farm to come out here. And honestly, we got some great information about exports and markets this morning from some of our commission partners. John Jenkinson joined us for lunch, and we had a great luncheon and an association business meeting. This afternoon, we heard from K-State researchers on things that are really vital to producers, increasing yields, talking about dicamba, and then also talking about stem borers. And we had a little bit of excitement in the yield contest this year. This year, we actually had our first documented 100 bushel yield winner. So that producer actually got an extra $1,000 for being the first person in that club.
So much of that has to do with technology, research, and so many things that go into it, which I know is so important to look at, but to hear updates on throughout, not only here at the Expo, but throughout the year, too.
Well, that's one of the great things about Kansas Soybean is we have a strong checkoff that's funding research to help producers get better. And then we have a really strong association who's working in Topeka and who's working in Washington, D.C. to make way for those policies so farmers can be productive and can do the work of growing crops. And so we are really proud of the work that's being done by Kansas Soybeans.
You'll have to up that 100 bushel goal then.
I know. We can't wait to see what's going to happen next year.
The good part, too, is seeing the effort and the involvement by your members in wanting to be a part and getting engaged in Kansas Soybean Association or Kansas Soybean Commission activities.
It takes so many people, and we've got a very diverse board. We love hearing from our farmer members. We really want you as a soybean farmer to let us know what's important to your farm. We're working and we're coming here and we're volunteering because we love what we're doing, but we also want to make it easier for every single soybean producer to do their job.
And as you mentioned, you're already working on 2019.
Yeah, we're ready to start again, so we look forward to seeing everybody next year in Topeka.
That is Teresa Brandenburg. She is from Osborne, serves as second vice president of the Kansas Soybean Association, and also serves as the chair of the Kansas Soybean Expo Committee. She joins us on the Kansas Soybean Update. It's brought to you by the Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers. Learn more at kansassoybeans.org. For Kansas Soybeans, I'm Greg Akagi.
Hope you enjoyed this week's Kansas Soybean Update. Stay with us after the break for more with Dwayne Taves and Donnell Rehagen with the National Biodiesel Board.
All over the country, more and more communities are making the change to biodiesel made from U.S. soybean oil. And the decision continues, improving the health and welfare for millions of Americans while adding billions to our national economy.
What does a brighter, more sustainable future look like in our cities and towns, and how do we get there? When New York needed an alternative fuel source to reduce carbon emissions, the city found what it needed in biodiesel made from U.S. soybean oil.